Would like to, I'm Krishna. I'm from fourth semester, VFX and animation.
And I'm Ganesh from second semester, Visual Effects and Animation, and we will be hosting this program.
Yes,
So I was
and
here.
I would like to request you all to keep your mics muted. Whenever when the Q&A session starts, you can raise your hand, or else you can type in the chat, type your questions in the chat box. Thank you. I would like to call upon Chandra sir to brief about the event and introduce our guest.
Very good evening. I hope I'm audible and clear.
Yes.
Yeah. A very good evening and a warm welcome to everyone for today's event. As an institute, we always believe in conducting workshops, seminars from industry experts, which will add a lot of value to the program, which our students are pursuing. Our faculty members carry a lot of industry experience and also teaching experience, which will make the students industry ready. And these workshops and seminars also contributes to make our students achieve their goal in the industry. Having said that, we are very happy to launch a new workshop series called Meet the Masters, VFX and Animation, where experts from various walks of VFX and animation industry will be addressing students and share their vast knowledge. So I feel there wouldn't have been a better start to this whole event. Today's guest needs no introduction. So, he is Mr. Prashanjit Ganguly. A very warm welcome.
Thank
And we are
you.
privileged and honored to have you here, sir.
Thank you so much.
If I can just quickly introduce him. I know it's a long introduction, but I'll try to make it as short as possible. He has been in this animation industry for over 2 decades now. He is an alumnus and a former member of NID Ahmedabad. He has also worked as a director for special projects at Toons Animation Studio. He is an independent animation filmmaker, and his films have been showcased in more than 15 countries and bagged several film awards. He is a TEDx speaker and also a guest speaker in various prestigious animation film festivals. Over the last 20 years, he has been associated with more than 30 media schools across the country. And in 2017, he has received Akhil Bharatiya Kala Shikshak Gaurav Sanman. So thank you again for joining us. And this was a much awaited interactive session. So over to you, Krishna and Ganesh, to take this event forward.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, Chandra sir, for briefing about the event and introducing to the guest. This would be, I'm sure this would be a very interactive session with Chandra sir, and we would be enlightened by, we would be enlightened by his pool of talent, and we have collected some of the questions to get this event more more interactive. Sir, you have been in an industry for I don't know how much years, but they are many years. Like it counts up a really good amount of experience. I would like you to speak about your interest, like your experience in the industry, like how you developed yourself, like how you went from zero to now what you are now. Like this is a very great achievement. I can't even imagine how to reach there. So I would like you to introduce.
Right. Thank you very much, Krishna, Chandan, and all of you who have joined in here today. Before I get started, a couple of precautionary, what shall I say, confessions. You know, right now, I am sitting next to an approaching cyclone because right now I'm in Calcutta. And I can see the pre-cyclone showers out there and it's getting heavier. So in case you see a sudden motion blur happen and I exit your screen, I leave it up to you to construct what could have happened. So I hope you will bear with the fluctuating level of my Wi-Fi connection as well, because it doesn't seem to look very good outside. So that's where we are right now. I hope we can have a seamless interaction without much problems being caused. Having said that, do rest assured, if for some reason we get disconnected, I'm going to catch up with you guys very soon sometime. Okay, so it's fantastic to talk to you. I think for the last so many years now, couple of years now, we are in these, really exceptional circumstances, which is We have very little to do about it, but I think it's just, there is no reason for us to, think about what could have happened, but we have to just go on. And let's hope we can make the most of it. That's what we have been doing. And let's hope all of you are, whoever are here, are in good health, and your near and dear ones are safe. And please do take care of them, because that's the most important thing right now. Everything else will follow. So yeah, so here we are today. And when I first heard of this being a workshop, I was just discussing with your faculty members that, my workshops are not exactly these 2-hour kind of talks or presentations, because I never consider them workshops. Workshops have to happen hand-on. And even in this lockdown, even in this complete travel ban kind of scenarios, I have been conducting workshops for several organizations and institutions across the country. So this is just probably a preface to what we do, how we work, and I hope we'll get to understand each other better. And if I am capable of doing it, I'll be able to address some of your questions and queries. So now going back to what you asked me right now, I think, to say that I started from zero and wherever I've reached right now, I have no clue where I am right now. Probably I am now at a level called level 0, where I know what not to do and only move forward. And that happens with me with every single day. Every single day, I tell myself that I've just started. I have just started. And that is what keeps me going. That is what keeps me, motivated all the time. I don't need any other device or, any other incentive to make me feel like today is a fantastic day to enjoy what I do. But since 1993, I have been an official student of design, student of communication design, and then specialized into animation and filmmaking thereafter. But I don't have words to explain how fantastic this journey has been. It's just been absolutely incredible. I mean, every single day, you get to learn, you get to do things by hand, which I do not know which other profession would have given me this level of satisfaction, level of excitement, and also levels of disappointment and trouble. Don't forget that. They are all a part of the package. But since, what we are looking forward to is to bring a smile on people's faces, or to turn feelings and emotions within our fellow creatures that we live around, I think it becomes a perpetual adventure, every single day. So there's only been one effort, and that's what I was going to address, in fact, in a while. I always try to work with the basics. It's the most critical and important thing. You keep working with the basics. What we often find is that in our course of wanting to become specialized, why do we want to become specialized? Because there is a market out there, there is a job opportunity out there, and I'm sure you all have done this exercise before, of having so many seminars, so many talk sessions by well-known people who would come in from the so-called industry, and they would tell you about what is selling, what is required that you need to buy, or you need to specialize in so that you can get a job. So my entire approach throughout my journey has been to not look for a job. So that is why I'm so keen on the foundation, so keen on the basics. It's never to look for a job, but to look for the work that I would love to do. Okay, that's the main fuel. You see, that's the main fuel. When you're looking for a job, you're looking for something very temporary. When you're looking for work that is going to enlighten you, going to delight you, and going to make you, thoroughly excited, keep you thoroughly excited, then it's a different story altogether. And you're not looking for jobs. Then you're looking for getting a job done, which is a very, very, very big difference. Okay. So how have I covered this journey so far, wherever I am, is just with this thought that every day is brand new for me. Every day is a new challenge for me. I need to upgrade myself internally, spiritually, and hands-on. Okay, so that I can definitely put in my best understanding, my best realization of whatever I'm grasping into the subject that I'm practicing. This has been the only singular way, and there is nothing beyond that. And the rest of it, I can say that, oh yeah, I draw every day, I practice this every day, I do this, I do that, all that happens, but does not matter at all. So from the time you decide that, yeah, this is what I want to do, that is your decision. I think thenceforward, it's nothing but to go on, take one day at a time, and every day start from scratch. Every single day you start from scratch. That is the way that I have been working so far.
Yes, thank you so much, sir.
So it's really interesting how you said that instead of looking for a job, we have to try to search for what we love to do. And I guess that's why you dabble in a lot of professions like creative direction, script writing, screenplay, and even voice acting, which I find really interesting.
Yeah. I do. Oh,
So,
yeah,
yeah, go on.
Sure, you were asking. Please go.
No, sir, you can continue.
Okay, so I'll rudely interrupt you over there, and you can cut points from my score for this. But yeah, see, the way we have grown up in this medium, I have been a student at NID Ahmedabad, National Institute of Design. I belong to the 1993 batch. Just feels like yesterday. I can still smell my, admission letter. It's that fresh in my memory. So the one thing that we have been taught over there is that you have to unlearn first to start getting ready to learn. There is a huge amount of unlearning that is involved in that. And when we get into these professions, we are told to do every department of that subject. So you just mentioned what all I do right now: screenwriting, storytelling, my workshops, and then my voice actings, and I do music direction, I do sound. The reason is because we have been growing up as filmmakers. So we are concerned with every aspect of that entertainment, every aspect of that particular subject. And our curriculum had been designed in such a way that you have to leave with a set of films. We did not have a portfolio to show. I still do not have a portfolio, guys. Okay. So if you ask me for my portfolio, if I'm applying for a job, which I really can't do right now because I don't know how to apply for a job. I don't have a resume. I don't have anything of those kinds. But the only thing we had those days also were films. Okay. So before I graduated out of NID, I had already made 4 short films. The first one I made without even having enrolled into animation right in my foundation. So, that's where you realize that, yeah, कहानी भी आपको बतानी है. At the same time, कहानी का जो visualization है, वो भी आपको बनाना है. You have to get into the visual depiction, the performance, the acting in those characters, the backgrounds, the art of the backgrounds, the sound design, the environments, the music if you need any. So we always have this whole fascination कि यार किसी और का चीज नहीं बनाएंगे, हम अपना बनाएंगे. So everybody, I often face this question that how do you think originally? How do you come out with an original idea? So this is how the grounding has been for all of us. We hated absolutely to do anything which would take away from from my originality of creating something. I would want to create everything and anything that I make. Okay, so that is where the starting has been. And what I'm doing right now, or have been doing professionally over the years, is just that extended studentship. So I think we belong to that weird category of people who have been students and have forgotten to graduate. I am still a student just as much as I was in the year 1993, hungry, wanting to do every day. And nothing has changed in that direction. Absolutely nothing has changed. So, the number of things that we delve into, yeah, you can say that. So do you end up as a jack of all trades? Not all trades, some trades, yes, and a good jack. So these are the 2 parameters. Okay. So I do not know if we will ever in a lifetime be able to call ourselves master of one, so that's gone. Right now we need to, because like Picasso said, you can never perfect art. You can only abandon it at a certain stage. It's the same goes for learning. What I find has become a little bit of a constraint now is when I meet teachers who teach at certain departments. And I'm not only saying about the media schools, I'm talking about right across the board. I think they've forgotten that they are students themselves. And that's where all the problems begin. So I think the first important thing that I tell myself every day is that I am a student, number one. Today, I need to learn something before I can go back to bed. I need to do something better today that I had not done yesterday before I can say my day is done. So that's been the journey here. And every time I get a chance to get into a project, I just completed my last advertising film. It was a 20-second film. It took us a month and a half to make with a team of just 3 people because you understand the capabilities, you understand the needs of the client, and since we are versed, we are comfortable with handling and understanding the sensitivities about each of these departments. A certain kind of a faith gets built up over a period of time that you're taking those decisions with a lot of thought and maturity, so that what comes out as an end product contains that quality aspect right through. Yeah, so I love doing voices. In fact, I just finished. I didn't finish it. Somehow there's another bad story. But yeah, there was one of the feature film which I was working on for the last 3.5 years of my life, and I did almost every aspect of work that I could think of, including composing music, which I did for the first time professionally. And yeah, voices to hote rehte. So yeah, you love doing it. I mean, it's addictive. It's very, very addictive. एक बार आपको वो नशा चढ़ जाए तो you can't get out of it. It's just like that.
So do you have any? So like you said, you're like a jack of all trades. Do you have any preferences on doing something, or do you let's say screenplay, script writing, or do you prefer to actually animate the film?
See, both are possible, but I also understand that it all depends upon the scale of the project. Like in a feature film, if I'm working on a feature film or a long shot or a series, I know I cannot animate in that because it doesn't fall within the practicality of it. But at the core of everything, the focus is that we are storytellers. Okay, we are going to tell a story. And when I'm thinking a story as a filmmaker, I'm not just thinking animation, I'm not just thinking dialogues, I'm not just thinking one aspect of it. अगर मैं आपको कोई कहानी बताऊं, अगर मैं शुरू करूं कोई कहानी बताने के लिए, if I begin telling you a story, I'm not going to tell you like I'm reading a story. I'm going to tell you the story, which would include me wanting to get you involved in the atmosphere, which means I'm thinking sound, I'm thinking color, I'm thinking texture, I'm thinking music, I'm thinking whatever is going to make that experience for you as exciting as possible. Okay, so I'm thinking story. If I'm thinking, for example, if I'm doing a scenario development, for example, if there's a scene that I'm just working on, which is a part of that film, I'm not just thinking about what do I see. I'm thinking about what is happening out there. And when happening comes in, it is not an isolation. All your senses are coming into play. So if I have to choose one favorite out of all of these, it will be like saying okay, in your entire body, which is the one that you would like to take care of first. There is nothing like that. It functions as a system. And whenever that system gets a little off balanced, if I may use that word, it's then that the problems begin. So you need to, though you may be specializing in a certain aspect of filmmaking, you will need to have very strong sense of aesthetics. And that is something we struggle with. I do not know if there would be any such questions later on, but just in case we don't, I would like to delve into this, if you may allow me, Ganesh. I would just like to touch upon this fact here. When we have to meet a new team of professionals to work on a very, very, very heavy project, on a very respectable project, a film, a feature film, which is, or an ad film or a commercial or whatever, which requires a certain level of expertise. When we meet the team, the trouble that often happens is we find that they have learned how to operate a tool. This particularly happens in sections where digital technology comes in and plays a very strong role. You know, for example, if we are working with 3D animators or compositors or visual effects people, especially visual effects and 3D animation people, we find it takes a very long time, a much longer time than usual, to let the other person who's going to work on this project understand the aesthetics. Because we find that they can click buttons, they know how to get a certain value, they understand how to get what has been put down on paper. And that is not exactly who we want to work with. You know, one of the things that I would ask every student who is here to understand here is that, you know, filmmakers or creators want to work with people who are better than who they are, who are smarter, who can contribute something beyond what is just asked for. And for that, you need a very, very strong sense of aesthetics. Like I said, there is nothing more important than working on the basics, right? So what comes in the basics? The most important thing that comes in the basics is how strong is your sense of perception? How strongly can you understand the aesthetics of that particular space? For example, I'll give you an example. If I say that, okay, I want to create a scenario of a jungle, and I leave it up to you. I say that, okay, this is a jungle that I want. Can you create this jungle for me? This is a part of the script. Can you create this jungle backdrop for me? And somebody tells me that, yeah, this person is a very, very strong 3D artist, and give him anything, they'll do it. So when I ask for this idea, of course, the 3D artist gets a background, you know, painting, some references. He gets all that is done. But then there are no questions. There are no questions from this artist who's going to deliver a work of art for me. They just take it and they say, अच्छा अच्छा ये पेड़ को ऐसे बनाना है ना, अच्छा ये पेड़ exactly अच्छा हाँ हो जाएगा, ये बन जाएगा, and this work starts off. When I get back a replica of a sort. I do not get back something that is aesthetically strong. I do not get an understanding of form, because the person who is working on this has not trained or, you know, educated himself or herself in aesthetics. You know, so they would not understand if there is a tangent happening, if the color is non-aesthetic, it's muddy, or if the color is unnecessarily bright or fluorescent. They would not understand that. And this preparation, this understanding of aesthetics takes a lot of time, which in a way harms the project. Okay, so this is something everybody must realize, is that your foundation years, your first couple of semesters, your focus should be very, very strongly on understanding aesthetics. Should be very strongly towards principles, not just which software works how. I mean, right now, you know, none of you need to attend a college to learn a software. You can, I didn't, because I wanted to learn a certain software to get a project done. I just needed some tutorials and some industry friends. That's all I needed. Why should I pay fees and, you know, learn something? That's why I would go to learn from an institution where there is a collaborative sense of enhancement of my understanding of aesthetics, of my understanding of visual principles, of understanding the application, not the software. Remember, when I say application, अभी सब app सोचते हैं उसको, अच्छा मतलब माया की बात कर रहे हैं या After Effects की बात कर रहे हैं, नहीं. Application of your learning into the project or into the assignment that you would be doing. Okay, there is one part that, yeah, I know how to handle, this particular software, but it's something else completely to create the application of that software. You know, so I think the foundation lets you sensitize yourself with these parameters. The difference we find when we are working with a lot of overseas studios is this, that their aesthetics is very strong. We save a lot of time. And I'm not just talking about overseas, studios alone. I'm talking about a lot of Indian studios which have students who have joined there, or professionals who joined there with a lot of stress on aesthetics, a lot of stress on visualization, a lot of stress on cinematography, on storytelling. They understand storytelling. They have diversified into lighting. They are into lighting. But since they understand story, it's a big win for me as a director or a producer, because I do not need to get another two people to direct कि नहीं यहाँ पे ना आपको ये पानी का फ्लो ऐसे नहीं होना चाहिए because ये स्ट्रीम है, ये रिवर नहीं है, ये नाला नहीं है, इसका स्ट्रीम का फ्लो ऐसे होना चाहिए. That person knows it. Okay, so that is the beginning point. The other thing is, as an individual who's joining a team in the industry, the one expectation that should always be there is that what am I contributing in addition to what my job profile suggests? Can I create something which is not like adding one additional element, but enhancing that particular scenario beyond the expectation of the director? So the target has to not just be about following instructions and delivering. एक तो उसमें भी कमी पड़ती है बहुत सारी बार, that people are not able to follow a certain simple instruction. And that happens because they have not done work by hand. They have not told stories by hand. They have not made a bit of an animation, a clip which tells a story. When that happens, you understand what decisions to take a little better. So I think all these factors come in, when you ask me how I do all these multiple areas of work, it does not seem to me like these are multiple areas of work. They all get integrated within one another. When I'm developing the story, when I'm writing my screenplay, I'm visualizing like I am there. And therefore, while I'm, typing out my screenplay or whatever, my sketchbook is right next to me, where I'm doodling away at will. I'm sketching away at will. I'm like enjoying that process thoroughly because I'm not just focused on the words that I'm putting in over there. I'm focused also upon that visual, the place. I'm listening to a certain music. I'm keeping a recording of it. I'm creating a certain sound on my keyboards, on my piano, on my whatever I have. And that stays there. ये जगह हमें ऐसा लगने वाला है. So let's see what it feels like when I have it. Okay? So that's how we spread our wings,
Oh yes, and that's so as a story, we should you basically think of a story as a whole instead of separating it. That's actually
Right.
really interesting. And just a second, guys, if you have any questions, you can raise your hands and we'll call you to ask the questions. Krishna, can you take up?
Yes. Just yeah. So I had a question. Like, there's one
Yes.
thing, and mostly martial arts, I guess. Like, we are very much enthusiastic while looking at the movies. Like when I saw Karate Kid, I literally went and joined the karate class. And we are enthusiasts, like even in VFX industry. When we see a good big blast movie, I'm really enthusiastic and I like to work on it. But when it comes like working on it, just thinking about it, yeah, I want to do it, that thing, and there's a big gap in between. So I tend to do it many times. Like I just go and work on it instead of going into the details that you suggested, like going into the fine details and learning the process. So what do you think is a better option, like just going for it or going in the detail? And also one question, like another question, like what do you what do you believe in, going for the perfection, or just putting the stuff out, like just creating it, just going into the process and creating it?
Okay, so your question, if I understand it correctly, is should we go into the details, and the second question is should we go for perfection, right?
Yes.
Okay, so a couple of things. One is, these are words: perfection, top quality, best, world best in Uttarakhand, or whatever you can call it. they're all words and terms people like to use, and they don't matter. They don't matter at all. If I'm looking at a film that has inspired me a lot, let's say, any film, name it. I mean, just like you said, Karate Kid. You watched Karate Kid and you've got very excited about Karate Kid, and you want to learn martial arts because Karate Kid was so much fun, right? So maybe you've watched Kung Fu Panda and you wanted to become an animator, right? These are two things you will find. So I will just go back to this one question which I ask students before I start any workshop with them. And that question is very interesting because not because I asked this, it's because it brings me certain clarity about the people I'm working with. So I asked them, why did you have to take up animation? Because most of the students I work with are from animation or filmmaking. So why did you have to take up animation for your career, or your study? So they say, oh, because I love animation. I love cartoons, right? Or somebody would say, oh, I love visual effects. So my immediate response to that is that so does my grandmother. But she doesn't want to make one of these films. Everybody on the planet, I shouldn't say, again, shouldn't generalize, 8 out of 10 people would love Tom and Jerry any time of their lives, especially in these times. Ask anybody, aapko main ek chota sa Tom and Jerry ka gag dikhane wala hu, would you like to watch it? If you have another option on your thing, on your screen as a news channel, which is going to tell you how much to hate your neighbor or things like the things that they promote usually, news channels. But at least a cartoon is a sense of happiness and people would want to watch it. But do you mentally, have you prepared yourself to say that come what may, I don't care what it takes, but this is the only thing that gives me that satisfaction. It is not just watching, it's wanting to create. So I always want to look back at people who have not come into the stream of work, into this profession, because they were not good at studies. And you will find a huge number of people now coming from that background. So unke liye, are haan chalo na kuch bhi kar denge works. What suffers is the industry. What suffers is that we still do not have a wonderful film to showcase, or maybe we can just count at the tip of our fingers the number of animated films we have of that class, that quality that we can showcase internationally. Okay, it is this initial attitude that koi bhi kar sakta hai, ye kya hai, to wo seekhna hai, ek software seekhna hai, kar lenge na, anybody can do it. I woke up and I got very bad marks in my 12th standard. I didn't get admission anywhere. Somebody said VFX is a good job to get into. It's got a good career. So let's get into that. This happened just a few days back. I mean, I was, I usually do not approve of having chit chats of this kind, but now I hardly refuse because there are so many people in need of a certain break and a change. We did one recently of some college, and there was somebody who said that, oh, I love visual effects. I love 3D animation. वो तो भाई साहब ऐसे बोल रहे थे, मैं सोचा, they must be very happy about that. So I asked them one simple question. So which is your favorite film? The answer was that I just can't remember anyone right now, but I have watched so many. Then I asked, who is your favorite filmmaker? Anybody out of a group of 50 who were there, I asked, how many of you have a favorite filmmaker? Who's your idol? Who do you idolize as, अरे मुझे ऐसा काम करना है, इसके जैसा काम करना है, let me go and find out. Nobody, silence. Why has that happened? That has happened because a lot of people hear the name visual effects and get it. Or they've seen, King Kong and Godzilla and all that, and they've seen, wow, ऐसा बन सकता है क्या, चल बनाते हैं, try करते हैं ना, ऐसे ही कुछ बनाएंगे. But what is required at the core of it is that, that die-hard feeling that this is the only thing I want to do. And not just now. You must have started doing this years back. Doodling around, freaking out with stuff, taking a small mobile phone app and trying to do some visual effects with it, some trick films with it, some stop motion with it. Then I can get a feeling that you really want to do it. So what we do there in those workshops is I filter out those who have that urge to, really want to do it by hand. Not just anybody who walks in and says that visual effects sikha do, button dabana hai. I would send you a link of a workshop, of a online tutorial. Please download karke aap dekh lo. Because I don't think you are so keen to create as you are keen to get a job. Okay, so this is the basic difference. So all these ideas of perfection comes in from there. Perfection kya hai? It's something. If you're building anything, अगर मैं ये घर को झाड़ू लगाता हूँ, ये मेरे अपार्टमेंट को अगर मुझे झाड़ू लगाना है, I can seek perfection in that also. So perfection is an attitude. Yeah. So that will be there even if I give you 10 minutes to do a job or 10 months to do a job, you would seek perfection within that. but there will be a certain point where you have to say that is it. Why? Because I have to finish it within the given time. Within this time, I'll do whatever it takes to reach it to a point that it deserves. Okay, so that's how you approach your work. Every time you're given an assignment, that should be the basic starting point that, okay, I have this scene. What do I do with the scene? This is what the director wants. Am I clear about what the director wants? Am I clear? Myself, that's my first question. Am I clear? If I'm not, I should not hesitate asking 1,000 times. Okay, I need to do my homework. I need to prepare stuff for me. अच्छा, ये scene में आपने बोला है कि हाथी सब भाग के जाते हैं जंगल से. So, do you want this to be a rush? Are they running in a panic? Most of the times I find people who are working on my animation in these bigger projects, the first thing I make everybody do is not just watch the final animatic, but read the script. Please read the script. That is mandatory for all my animators to do. You have to read the script. Any part of the script you should be knowing. You may not be doing that scene, but you should feel that you're part of that family the film is working on. So when you're walking around the studio and you see some other animator shot going on somewhere, you know, you can spot कि वो scene में क्या था. आपके दिमाग में वो रहेगा, अच्छा यहाँ पे तो ये होता है. You know, so see guys, it's like I said, this cannot come from everybody. It can only come from somebody who is desperately wanting to do this. Otherwise नहीं होगा वो. And if you ask me very honestly, I refrain from working with anybody who does not belong to this mindset. कि हाँ चलो ना, आज तो मेरा 8 घंटे का शिफ्ट है ना, 8 घंटा कुछ करके आ जाएंगे, कल भेज देंगे submission, there will be some retakes, we'll do those retakes, clockwork. I don't work like that. I would strongly suggest and recommend none of you work like that. I mean, there are better things to do. Selling tomatoes is much better. I mean, you know, even that would require your sense of perfection and sense of commitment. But please don't get into animation or filmmaking if that is your attitude. Chalna kuch bhi kar denge. Okay? In fact, don't even sell tomatoes for that, if that is your attitude. So, Krishna, I don't know if that answers your question.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It definitely answered my question. Yes, I would like to call Mangesh. He has a question.
Sure. So whoever is
hello,
asking
sir.
your questions, would be nice if we can see you on screen. It's a little painful not to see the people. Anyways, so please come online. Yes, that's Mangesh.
Yeah,
Right?
good evening, sir. Yeah.
Good
So
evening,
I was
Mangesh.
wondering when you mentioned that the urge to do everything by yourself, like just recently I am working on this short film, and there was this point where most of my team members weren't really capable of doing a certain task. So I I actually planned to do that myself since the beginning, but since it's a group project and I had to like give them some work to do. But how do you tackle this urge to do literally everything by yourself, because you just want it to be the way you have it in your mind, like literally just the same thing?
Right. Okay, Mangesh, first of all, आपको वो अर्ज अगर आता है तो बहुत अच्छी बात है, बट फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आपको जो करना चाहिए is वो आप खुद कुछ करके देख लो. Yeah, make a short film for yourself completely. Because what happens is when you do it, thinking that you can do it and wanting to do it and doing it are different things. You know, when you do it by hand and you see that thing taking shape in front of you, you become your first critic. That हाँ ऐसे सोचा था लेकिन यार वो तो गड़बड़ दिख रहा है. It's not going in that direction. You know, you become your first critic, and that could become a very good standing point for you to, you know, look at aesthetics, look at quality of your work. So I would suggest everybody, especially with today's technology that you have, you can sit at a computer and you can make a film of your own. एक promo बनाइए, एक trailer बनाइए, make a 20-seconder. That is what I would suggest you to do. A 30-seconder, एक बनाओ आप. Live action footage लो, आपको visual effects का strength है. Tell yourself that you want everybody to cheer up around. Guys, people are dying every day. We know. But you know what? There is something else also which is beautiful. What would you tell? You know, I'm giving you an open-ended assignment right now. What would you tell the world that there is to cheer about? Share it, make it, send it to your friends. 30 seconds ka kaam hai. Are you willing to spend the nights? Are you willing to, you know, have your cup of coffee at 4:30 in the morning and still say that, no, this is what I love doing, so I'm going to do it. मुझे तो बनाना ही है. अगर आप वो frame of mind में हो, तो when you are this whole urge कि मुझे भी करना है, ये करना है, ये करना है, उसका सही टेस्ट वहीं पे हो जाएगा अगर आपको करना है तो. When you're doing a group project, of course everybody has to do things, and you can still you can still put forward your thoughts about how the thing is looking, how the thing is shaping up. That's one thing. But अगर आपके किटी में ऐसे फिल्म्स है, ऐसा कंप्लीट प्रोडक्ट्स है जो आपने खुद बनाए हो, तो उसका मतलब तो कुछ और ही बनता है ना. Like I said, when we were growing up as students, हम लोग तो I remember in my first vacation, foundation का vacation, we had a 3-semester foundation. In my first semester break, I went back home with a light table. I built a light table on my own. एक शीशा लिया, उसके ऊपर got one peg bar बना के हाथों से workshop में बनाया, got some punched papers, and I came back after the vacation with a 30-second film. So without even having gone into my specialization, because that hunger, that madness was there, कि बनाना ही है. Seniors को देख रहे हैं, कर रहे हैं, इतना फाड़ू काम कर रहे हैं, and you look at that and you say like, wow, man, I wish like I could do that. And that excitement is still there. When I look at a master's work now, I look at, अरे यार मुझे भी बनाना है. So मैं भी अभी वैसे vacations ढूंढते रहता हूँ during my daily schedules. Therefore, I do not have an Independence Day or a Christmas or a Onam or a Durga Puja. I don't have any of those, because this is my festival. This is my daily festival going on, and I have complete fun participating in this festival. Question is, do you? If you do, आज शुरू हो जाओ. आज ही से तुरंत शुरू हो जाओ कि हाँ मुझे ये बनाना है, आज मैं बना के रहूंगा इसको. That should be your solution. So Mangesh, looking forward to your film.
Yes, sir. I assure you, you will see that soon.
अभी मंगेश फंस गया.
Hello, sir. So you talked about not aiming for perfection, but to just to do it. And most of the time, only you're like to just work on it, if like as much as you want to, and only your like deadline is what stops you from continuing. If I'm not wrong.
See, every time I finish a project, every time I make a film and I get done with it, obviously when you make films over such a long period of time, it goes to festivals and it gets awards. Every other month there is something or the other, and you win some award from somewhere. Beyond a point, it doesn't matter. But I can tell you one thing very, very honestly. Okay, and this just happened. I mean, we delivered a film to a client who's super duper happy, gives us more projects and whatever happens. Basically, it's a successful project in terms of a project. The day the delivery is made, that complete unhappiness creeps in, that this should not have been lecture. This could have been better. That shot could have been better. We are talking about a 20-second. We are thinking about the layout and we are saying, यहाँ पे background should have been, इसका जो defocus हमने किया for the depth of field, is defocus is looking a little too less. ये ज़्यादा होना चाहिए था. Saturation palette has not come in. It should have gone a little bit. So what I'm trying to say is that every time you grow this habit of self-critiquing your work, not just कि कर दिया है, क्या किया है, क्या कर दिया है. Everything that you submit and you deliver has a scope for improvement. We win, we win a very prestigious award at a festival. The moment that is done, after just having collected the trophy in our hand, my fellow filmmaker and I, we are discussing कि यार पता है वो गाने वाला sequence था ना, उसको we shouldn't have used it over there. उसको ना हमको edit में बाद में डालना चाहिए था. So what I'm trying to say, guys, is that you are not looking at a, at a हाँ कर दिया हो गया खत्म करो kind of an attitude. Okay, it's built into inside your DNA that you're seeking that perfection. It's not, I must correct you there. I did not say do not look for perfection. Perfection becomes a practice and a second nature. So you can only seek perfection. It is like, it is a little bit, it's something like the whole concept of divinity. You can seek it all the time until the rest of your life, but you will never reach it, because if you reach it, that whole thing will not stay as divine. Perfection is something like that. Perfection no longer retains its meaning if you have already arrived at it. You can keep striving for it, and that is what value is. That is what enhances quality. So, perfection is not an end product. It is something that aids quality. So every time, and this is, guys, understand, this is not just in your work. This is just also as a person, as a human being. How have I been, today? have I been perfect today? Just because why? I have watered my plant which was looking dry. Have I done that job perfectly? What should I say? Yes or no? I don't know. I'll see tomorrow if my plant feels healthier. I think I have started making it as healthy as possible. So the day the flower blossoms and the buds come out and I know that the plant is healthy, I know that that day that decision of watering the plant was okay. It was good. If I follow it up well, it will have more flowers and maybe one day it will grow to a big tree and one day I'll get fruit out of it. Does that mean I've reached perfection? No. But now I have learned to take care of something. Okay, striving for perfection, striving for what you can do to your best is trying to achieve perfection. Okay, so I hope that clarifies the difference between.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you.
And someone has asked a question relating to that. Atharva is asked,
Okay.
when do you think something is satisfactory? Like you have an idea and you're working on it. At
Okay,
what
Atharva, are you
point-
there? Can I see you?
That he doesn't have a mic, so he's asked
Okay.
it in the chat.
All right,
so-
got it. Okay, so Atharva, your question is, how do you know that you're satisfied with what you've done, right? Is that right, Ganesh, if I get it right? Yes,
sir.
okay, Atharva says okay. So, right. So now, Atharva, if I ask you the same question right now, are you satisfied with what you've got today from this particular session? What would your answer be? You can type in. Is it a yes or a no? Please feel free to type in. It will be a yes. मतलब आप बहुत जल्दी satisfied हो जाते हो. नहीं? See, it is exactly like that, no? You can say yes to this, or you can say, no, I'm not satisfied. I'll never be satisfied. I'll want to know more. But yeah, I know I have got just 2 hours, so मुझे ये 2 घंटे में खत्म करना पड़ेगा, but I will not get satisfied. I will have a set benchmark in my head, which I'm trying to reach. If I reach close to that, or if I reach that benchmark, I'll know that now it can get better. Okay, so satisfaction will also be a very, very partial feeling, especially when it comes to this kind of work, this kind of professional work. To me, my satisfaction, if you ask me, is when I've made a film and it serves its purpose, when I see my decision making has paid off because I'm evoking the desired reaction from the audience. कहीं पे मैंने सोचा कि I will use a part of humor. And I write that humor, I visualize that humor, I storyboard it, I animate it, I present it, I screen that film. That part with the humor is coming, which I'm hoping will be funny. If my audience laughs, I will know my job was done. That will be a hint of satisfaction for the job that was done then. I have not attained satisfaction when I was making that part. Does that make any sense? If it does, okay, great. So, so satisfaction should not happen while you are in the act of your doing, because there satisfaction shouldn't come. Satisfaction can come to a certain level only when you see the purpose of that being served. Okay, I am here with you guys talking. Am I satisfied talking to you the way I'm talking? I do not know. If one day one of you from this group come back and tell me that, you know what, I made a film and this film has gone to this festival. I remember that you had talked to us about making that film and I'm so happy. That day I might feel very satisfied. But right now I am not satisfied with what I'm doing. I'm just enjoying doing what I'm doing. Those are two different things. I enjoy doing everything. Everything I touch, if I am not enjoying it, I won't even touch it. Okay. So अगर मैं झाड़ू भी लगा रहा हूँ या पोछा लगा रहा हूँ या मैं sketch कर रहा हूँ या मैं drawing कर रहा हूँ या मैं इस चिड़िया को paint कर रहा हूँ, doesn't matter. Whatever I'm doing, I will make sure that I'm doing it completely with 100% involvement and, very importantly, 0% attachment. Okay, 100% involvement and 0% attachment. That's when I can critique my own work. That's when I can abandon my own work. That's when I can invite somebody to rip my work apart because I don't have an attachment with it. Okay. So does that give you some kind of light? Atharva? It does help. Thank you, Atharva.
I want to elaborate. I want to just add a little bit. Like in today's generation, when we are talking about the satisfaction, right? So they'll be like, nowadays you have seen that the movies are making like some are commercially and some are for the audiences, right? So now, if we can say, sometimes we make a movies for ourselves, and sometimes we make movies for money and all. So that time, it can be a process like where the artist is not satisfied because he has not served the purpose. But yeah, the makers are satisfied because they got the money.
So is that a question,
Right.
Rahul?
Yeah, like I just like Athav, he has asked, so it has to be like in that case what the artist should do, like whether they should, because they don't have a choice if they are working for a studio or somewhere and they know that this movie is, whatever they are doing is not work, but then also they have to do. So how they can concentrate on doing that work, so that okay, at least they can satisfy themselves, okay, I have done, whether the movie is work or not work, that is different thing. So how you can think that time artist will be he doesn't want to work but he wanted to work. So how they can means how they can collect their own energy to do that work.
Okay, so if I get your question correct, Rahul, it's what you're
Yeah.
saying is that if you are on a project where you realize that this is not what is right, I should do it another way, but your client wants it in another way,
Yeah.
and you have to do it because you have a client, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So yeah, so this is called professionalism, and one of the things we find missing a lot in our education structure is professionalism. How to handle professionalism? Okay, thankfully I come from a very fortunate school where we never had comparisons or marks or grades. We had juries, and in the juries we had the senior most professors who were professional designers to come and sit and evaluate our work with questions. And if you ever found an examination strenuous or taxing, you should come to one of these juries, okay? And you would realize what it exactly means to go through hell. So that's what we had as our grooming. Why was this done? Because this was a preparation that one day you will have a client in front of you who will tell you that they know their thing very, very well. And they're right. They know their thing very, very well. It's their money. So before that, Rahul, I want to just address one more thing that you asked, that there are certain films that are made for money, certain films that are made for your satisfaction. Nothing is going to be made for your satisfaction alone if you are into any form of mass communication. If you're making a film, heaven helps you if you're making it कि मैं घर पे टांग के रखूंगा उसको, सिर्फ मैं ही देखने वाला हूं, मैं ही मेरा फिल्म का ऑडियंस हूं, नहीं, या फिर मेरा फिल्म मैं कोई आर्ट गैलरी में भेजने वाला हूं, किसी को पसंद आया तो वो आके देख लेगा, नहीं. Satyajit Ray, I hope all of you have heard this name. Yeah, a few days back, this month itself, we celebrated his 100th birth anniversary. A huge fan. I am a huge fan of him. Learned a lot, still learning every day. Satyajit Ray said that I always had an audience for my films because filmmaking, and he puts it in these words, he says, filmmaking is the highest form of commercial art. It has to have commerce involved. It has to have people involved. It is not a one-man show. Right from executing it to delivering it to screening it, it is not for one person. We use art. We are not making a standalone work of art. We use highest forms of art, aesthetics in our films, but we are not making one form of art, which means all of you here who are getting into filmmaking needs to understand that you will have an audience. Okay, you and I need an audience. That is my first verification if the film is going across, because film is a communication medium. It has to communicate. किसके साथ करेगा? किसके साथ कम्युनिकेट करेगा? अगर वो फिल्म मैं खुद देखूं और ताली बजाऊं, या मेरे घर वाले आके यहाँ बहुत अच्छा बनाया तुमने, हाँ बहुत अच्छा, वो तो एनीवेज मैं कुछ भी कूड़ा बनाऊं उसको अच्छा बोलेंगे, या मेरे किसी दोस्त को बताऊं. So when you're working with a client on a client project, learn the number one thing, that is respect. We have to start with respecting the client's needs. They have not come to you because you are a filmmaker and you want to make your own films. They have come to you because they think you are a valid candidate to do what they need. That's the first point. Now, if you have that first point taken care of, if that first point is nurtured well, and you've paid a very good attention to your fundamentals, to your understanding, to your awareness about the subject, to your research, to your midnight oil burning, ये सब आपने अगर किया है अपनी तरफ से, then trust me, this happens. You can successfully educate your client as well. Okay, this I have done n number of times. My last project, I have succeeded in convincing the client to change the entire script. I've convinced the client to redesign their logos, redesign their mascot after 3 years. Why? Not because I am somebody by name, nothing. Just because I presented logic. I showed them something that they had. I showed them something that I had. I told them, get a bunch of audience here and tell them which one they find more appealing. Testing done. They see the results for themselves. How do I do it? It's a very simple thing, guys. Every day we are taking decisions that we want to see happen, right? You are taking a decision to join a part of this seminar. I do not know if it is making sense to any of you. You can leave it in your comments. मैं कुछ बुरा नहीं मानूंगा अगर आपका time बिल्कुल बर्बाद हो रहा है तो. But you have taken this decision to be here and sit here. Many of you had to convince somebody or to convince yourself in the first place, right? How have you done that? You have done that through a simple process of hierarchy. What is important? You've placed certain things that are important to you on top. Then whatever is next important and next important and next important. And therefore you have delivered. What is your delivery? Your presence here is your delivery. So wherever there is a design in your approach that is involved, wherever there is logic, wherever there is experience being put together for a greater good, you will find that everybody looks very beautiful around you. I mean, I have always had wonderful clients and people who I know who enjoy making their films. We complain कि यार हाँ इसको समझाने में time लग रहा है, इसको वो उसको समझ नहीं आता है, ये नहीं होता है, वो नहीं होता है. But then when you can present logically that भाई साहब आपको ना फायदा है इसमें. That client is a businessman, guys. Don't forget that. Your client needs something from you so that his business or her business does better. Now, what else? What matters if you tell them that dotted line is better than a straight line? उसको कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ने वाला है. She wants to see whether at the end of the day, that toothpaste, that soap, that promotional, or please go and cast your vote, that idea works better or it fails. Okay? So, if, yeah, you guys have all heard the statement, no? Please mind your own business here. सबने सुना है ना ये? किसी ना कभी तो बोला हुआ है, just mind your own business, okay? आइंदा कोई आपसे ये कहे ना तो प्लीज बुरा मत मानना. They are just telling you to be happy. Because if you mind your own business, you will know what the other person needs. Okay? Business is a transaction. उसमें give पहले आता है, take बाद में आता है. Give and take. So if you can give something of high value to your client consistently, you develop a beautiful bonding through which what grows? The entire industry grows because you have been able to successfully lift the quality and standard. When I propose an idea which I know it's a better design, it's a better appeal, it's of a more international class than what we are looking at here, than what this person has, you have suddenly elevated the standard of this whole industry because you're producing things that are better. So you need to learn very strong fundamentals, very strong aesthetics. Your visual library should be full of the best quality of work. Your internal library of your head should be full of words spoken by these creators, words, top creators. That's why, guys, design and media learning is not just clicking buttons or learning the latest version of a software. It is about processes. It is about understanding the root processes of things. Not which filter to use, which parameter to use, evening lighting करना है तो कौन सा ambient occlusion use करना है, वो सब कुछ मायने नहीं रखता है. Okay, what matters is your sensitivity, how sensitive you are to a certain task. That is what matters. So if you can help students nurture that, help yourself as a professional nurture that, you will see the results are just mind-boggling. So I don't know, Rahul, if that answers your question.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. I had a question. When
So
do you
yeah,
think
but Krishna, I just want to know, is everybody here in sync? Are we all together, or have people run away already?
no,
Is
sorry.
everybody
They
totally
are
thoroughly
increasing
bored?
actually.
Oh, good,
No,
good,
sir,
good.
All of this.
they're increasing. Yeah.
All right. Okay, guys, am I back? For some reason, I just think I disappeared.
Yeah.
I'm so
Yes, sir.
sorry. Yeah, I hope I'm
No,
back.
no problem.
Right, right. Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, sir. Like when you think about an idea, about like whenever you're creating a film or like any stop motion or something, how do you go from the process of thinking about it, like planning about it, and then executing it? And even after I've seen one of your like speeches or like a video where you said like you made a stop motion film and it was
Right.
a very ambitious project, and
Right.
at the end you saw it was not recorded. So how do you pull yourself back on the stage zero and do it again?
Okay, so Krishna, there are two questions you've asked in this, right? So will be nice
Yes, sir.
if we address one at a time. What was your first question?
Yes, sir. First one was like how do you go from idea to middle, like how you plan about it, and
Right.
execution.
Correct. So depending upon the job you have in hand, sometimes I work as a screenwriter, sometimes I work as a director, sometimes I work as a character designer, or whatever my role is. So see, each of these involve conceptualization. So what I have always got with me are sketchbooks. I have tons and tons of sketchbooks. Like, you know, what they contain inside are like pages full of, I don't know if you can see this in any way, but yeah, I think I should get it closer to me. So no, doesn't look good, does it? Okay, so they have, you know, doodles and diagrams and drawings and all kind of things, watercolors, sketches, crayons, everything. So there would be, you know, scores of these. So sketchbooks lying all around. They are like my personal journals. So that's where the ideas belong. They don't stay here, they go there, first of all. So you can imagine over the last, I don't know since when I've been maintaining my sketchbooks, more than 35-40 years maybe right now. So बहुत सारे बनते हैं ऐसे doodles, बहुत सारे बनते रहते हैं. And the mind is a very tricky place, and it's also a very, very exciting place, you know, because it learns to connect the dots. So when you have the scratch of an idea brewing in your head, you just see it blossoming. It is almost like, you know, a contagious kind of a connection happening. Some neurons connecting with each other, building up. And then you find there is something which is making you want to see what it feels like. Okay, you want to see what has come out, and that's when the pencil takes over, starts doodling, and suddenly you found that since you were not working on a project, it was just an idea, it is veered off into some other direction, and it has created something else altogether. So that flow, that organic flow of processes cannot be taught. Either you have it or you do not. It is very, very simple and plain. Okay, you cannot. It's like I call that a manufacturing defect. You know, I call it a manufacturing defect for myself. I have been manufactured with that. So there are most filmmakers who are most creatives are artists, are painters, are sculptors, are, you know, they're connecting stuff in their head. They're always trying to see something that is not. You know, it's something like Shiva, for example. You know, something that is not. Shiva does not exist, but he is. You know, that image of whatever. So it's something like that. So that which is not, wo hote rehta hai dimag. So all these imaginary worlds. And guys, we must not forget that all your imagination is solidly based on your experience. So what directly affects is how you're experiencing life. क्या आप कंप्यूटर के सामने बैठे रहते हो पूरा दिन? या फिर आप निकलते हो बाहर चलने के लिए, आप अलग अलग लोगों से मिलते हो, अलग अलग लोगों से बातें करते हो, अलग अलग जगह जाते हो। अगर आपका वेकेशन का या रिलैक्सेशन का मतलब है मॉल में जाके शॉपिंग करना, करो, बट आई होप while you're doing that you're observing people, you're observing behavior, situation, smells. कहीं से तो बन के कुकीज बन रहे हैं, उसके स्मेल आपके नाक में आ रहा है, you're experiencing that whole place, you know, because whichever out of the world creation that you're going to make is going to be out of which world? Out of this world. So this world is going to be your basis and standard and foundation of reality from where your rocket is going to shoot out. Okay, so experiencing the world, experiencing your life all around becomes absolutely critical for me as a storyteller, as a filmmaker. So I start there. That is where my starting is. And then one flows into the other, into the other, into the other. Of course, if you're working on a project, there is a regular, gradual progression from one stage to the other. If you're thinking of a story, you have just ideated a story, obviously you have to write it like a story. Then you have to script it out. Then you have to make a pitch for your producer. And then you make the screenplay. Then you, or if it's a short ad film, you make the visuals, storyboard, make a few paintings which give you the mood of that particular idea that you're going to go through. Then you decide upon the medium in which you want to present that. So, all these things get involved in the process, and that's how it goes. But where does that seed of idea come from? Where does the original idea come from? एक बात तो वो है कि मुझे एक फिल्म बनाना है, तो मैं सोचता हूँ things that I'm fond of. There will be tens of issues which all of you will be wanting to comment upon. So I would pick up one of those issues for me. Example for my immediate references. We all have favorite subjects. For some of you, might be sport. For some of you, might be adventure. For me, children, wildlife, environment, and education. These three come on top priorities. So any subject, anything to do with these, I have tons and tons of ideas which I want to share. Okay, so there are stories about children and war. There are stories about children and health. There are stories about children and malpractices. There's a story about environment and what we are doing to it in different capacities. There is a huge bucket list of things I want to make. Okay, I just want to make. वो है तो अगर कोई मुझे बोले कि चलो अगले 4 महीने आपको कुछ, you don't have to worry about earning a livelihood. Make what you want to. So I have all that to look back at. Okay, so I can go back, pick up and come. If I have a client, I don't have that liberty. If I have a client, because the client has already given me a brief and I know that what I have to come out with has to cater to that brief. Like I said, I have to respect my client, first of all. So I have to clearly understand what he or she wants, then go through that same process of connecting the dots. Connecting the dots of seeing what in my experience, what in my imagination can connect together and give me the most desired result that I can get. So this is the process. Okay. Yeah. And now you have the second question also. So please ask me that second question.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Like the second question was like in one of your stop motion films, you went all the way at the end.
Right.
Yeah.
We were then, authentic students. Abhi मैं थोड़ा मतलब make believe student बनने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ. But those days we were, authentic students. But you know what? Those disasters keep happening. Professional life में भी होते रहता है. तो तब आपके पास 2 options रहेंगे. One is to abandon what you've done so far, or to say, to hell with it, I'm going to do it all over again. It's going to kill yourself. It's going to kill you in multiple ways. But then that's the best kind of killing that you can do to yourself, because you're recreating something from scratch. इससे बड़ी और क्या हो सकता है? Best investment तो वही है ना? So you have to take a decision depending upon your finances, depending upon the other, things that are associated around it. You have to take that call and say that, no, this is what I'm going to do. Those days we did that, and those repeat things happened. I remember when we went on to the digital side of things, I was working on my graduation film project. I was still a student that time, an authentic student. So still working on my graduation film. Every night, there was a specific time, 3:30 a.m., the system would crash. And the entire day's work would go. We never had those backup drives those days, virtual. Every single day that would have happened. That film I made. I finished that film on time. I delivered. That film is still circulating in the school circuits. It was made in 1998. Okay, it still goes into the education forums. There are still people talking about it. It's a film on education of primary school children. So I mean, it's like that, तब मैंने कुछ नहीं सोचा था, तब मुझे सिर्फ कहना था कि आई एम मेकिंग दिस ना, तो ये खत्म करना है. There is no second alternative to it. ये खत्म करना है. Unless it becomes weirdly impossible, like I die, or there's an earthquake and the whole planet has come to a standstill, then obviously the priorities will shift. Again, we'll go back to the priorities. Priorities will take over, and then probably we'll overcome those priorities and immediately think of making another film, which can at least get made or completed. So that's how it goes. It is nothing about, and this is where I think we need to have a slightly stronger spiritual makeup within ourselves, because we all keep using these words, but वो सिर्फ शब्द में ही रह जाते हैं. यार, come on, that's the spirit. हम कितनी बार बोलते हैं, that's the spirit. Way to go. Yeah, man, this is life. How often do we wish somebody, hey, good morning? We don't mean it at all, yeah. In fact, many people don't even say good morning, say, hey, morning. So I remind them, good hai ki nahi? If you wished somebody good morning, can you please take care to see that it is actually a good morning, whereby whatever you're doing is done well. Whatever you're doing, whoever you're speaking to is done well. If you're debating, that debate is done well. If you're agreeing to something, that agreement happens well. If you're creating something, that process of creation has been done well. So, that is spirituality in a nutshell, that whatever is required at a certain moment, you are responding to it correctly, not reacting to it. That's what is missing from our education system. That is what is missing from our work processes. And therefore, we have pathetic kind of output in so many arenas of work, right? So this is how you take care of things. Something has not worked out right. Okay, I will make it right. Something has not worked out right. I had to get over with it. It's okay. I have one more day. Let me start today. Let me start making something much better than what I've done so far. So, it's a bit of an attitude which we need to just inculcate and cultivate within ourselves.
Okay, sir. And stop motion is a very, it's a very interesting mode of telling a story, right? Yeah, and I haven't seen many of stop motions, and from India there are very few of them. So why is it so? And still, many of people love stop motion, many don't. What is the reason why there is a less production of stop motion films?
I do not know where you have been looking, because there is tons and tons and tons of stop motion that is being done on a regular basis now, because the technology has become so simple and so easy. The reason why it is seen with such scarcity is because it is a very, very expensive medium. It is not an affordable medium. In fact, where I'm sitting right now, there is an entire stop motion setup right behind me. If that bird goes, probably you can see. So I have my rigs and my lights and my clay and everything kept ready in front of me, or my sculpting tools, everything is kept ready, my lights, my tripods, everything. So they're all kept ready because I do work in stop motion. Okay. But if you're looking at why don't we see stop motion feature films made in India, you won't see stop motion feature films made across the world to that level at all. There would be Leica, there would be Will Winton's old studio, which is Leica right now. There would be Aardman Animations, there would be Oh Yeah Wow, there would be, a few more like that. But that's it. Why? Because number one, it is a very, very super specialized kind of field, which requires building physical sets and props. It requires working in physical gravity. It works with studios. You have to hire studio space. You have to do shooting like you would do cinematic shooting. So it's a massive, massive, massive venture. It is not easy. And that is the reason why people choose to, go with probably CGI or some other medium of animation. CGI comes closest because, there is a Control Z there. In stop motion, there is no Control Z. You've done that. You reshoot the whole sequence. Now with, new software that have come in, even that has become super duper easy. I mean, when we were making stop motion films, तब तो हमें ये भी दिखाई नहीं देता था कि हम लोग shoot क्या कर रहे हैं. We would have to process the entire film. Only after that we'll get to check, whatever has come out. So like, imagine what life would be for you guys in 3D animation without a play blast. Yeah, just imagine that, where you can only get to see your first check animation after a complete render has happened, where each frame of render has taken 45 minutes. You get to see your first 5 seconds of animation after the entire render has happened. For us, growing up was like that. Okay, so in fact, that was a better teacher also, because it taught you patience, it taught you to be careful, and it made you dedicate your time a little more honestly towards constructing that movement, towards making that frame. Why we don't see so many in India is because, guys, let's face it, we are just beginning to make sense with any kind of animation. If you look at the episodic animation that we are doing, except for a few like Lumput, maybe, or some others which have come on lately, they are all basically churning and bringing out something that has already been there in a different packaging. So we are still learning to educate our animators and ourselves to tell better stories. But at the same time, if you see some of the films that have got made in India, something like Arjun the Warrior Prince, for example, which I hope most of you have seen, it tells you from its very basic approach that it's such a beautifully thought about film. It was not trying to replicate something from somewhere, mishmash karke kuch aapko dikhana nahi tha. Everything had its own way. Now, those of you who are interested in filmmaking and in animation, CGI, visual effects, I would strongly, strongly recommend that you guys spend a lot more time in the making of these films, right from scratch. Where was it conceived? There is tons and tons of material available right now. There are interviews, there are behind the scenes footages. There are people, you can talk to those people, who are making those films happen. And I'm sure, like, aap logon ko pata hoga which are these studios who are making such wonderful films, like, Bombay Rose, by Gitanjali Rao, or even Gopi Gavaiya, Bhaga Bajaya, which was made by, such a beautiful Children's Film Society film. These are exceptional works that are happening in our country. But to do those same things in stop motion, you would need a crew of that size. How many people would do stop motion here? Yeah, hardly any, right? And at the scale at which it is also taught and practiced in schools is not enough. Even in the best schools which I have visited in the country, stop motion is just an elective. It is just a 3 to 4 week course. So you don't get to specialize in it to the way that you would do. Is there a reason for that? Definite reason for that. Commercially not viable, not practical. So let's face it. So what do? We make our own projects. We work in commercials. We have some absolutely world-class stop motion films done in India. There is no doubt about that. They have been winning awards at the best kind of festivals worldwide. They have been everywhere. So it is happening. It is happening. So we just need to be patient and do what you have to do.
Yes, thank you, sir. And like, thinking of an idea, like, it does come, like, I have heard of this, like, a best artist or a good artist always steals ideas.
Sorry, always
A
steals.
Steals good ideas, or like he like, it's said like no idea is original. It's
There are
taken
two
from
different things, Krishna.
Yeah.
One thing is that a good artist or a great artist always steals. That is a completely different chapter which you started with.
Okay.
The second part of your story, that there is no single original idea, is another story. Which one are you talking about?
Like, I thought they are like merged, or they are one story, but like
Okay.
now I know. Like,
Right. So
yes, sir, go on.
no, let me allow you to finish your question, because I was just interrupting.
Like, I've seen many times, like, people used to, like,
Krishna, your connection
I
has
think
frozen.
he got disconnected, sir. He'll be connecting back.
Okay.
But I think he means like whenever we look at artists, they always, like, at least what I've seen, they talk about like ideas we only refine art and we refine our medium by only like looking at other artists. Like if we take art, for instance, just drawing, we take like someone we look up to their art, we draw it, and our own skills they improve, as well as also as an idea, like no idea in this world can be completely original. I think that's what he
Correct.
means to say, because it's a
Correct.
mismatch of a lot of different concepts together.
Right. So I think what you're talking about is what is the limit where inspiration does not become imitation,
Exactly.
right? So Krishna is back. So Krishna, if I can rephrase your concern here, I think
Yes,
you
sir.
were asking about how does inspiration not become imitation, right? Yeah. So guys, let's understand this. It's a very important thing. Now, all of you here have to be very honest. We are going to play a game, okay? All of you, I hope you are here, and all of you, I hope, can raise hands, right? Okay, there's a lot of you here, so I hope all of you can raise your hands. I'm going to ask you a question, and very honestly, you have to answer, okay? And yeah, so I want you all to think of an original character which does not exist in any movies, right? I'm going to give you a certain description, and you have to tell me very honestly whether you thought about an existing character or you did not. Okay, so I'm going to give you two such examples of two characters. I'll give you the description. If even one of them reminds you of, oh, ye to wo hai, to aapko haath upar karna hai, okay? So we'll see how many hands come up. Be very, very honest about it because we're going to the second part of this. Are we ready for this game, guys? Nahin.
Yes,
Sir,
sir.
can
Yes, sir.
you
Yes, sir.
सबको tension होने लगा. अच्छा. Okay, great. So all of you watch films? All of you watch
Yes.
those CGI movies, animation movies, right? That have happened over the last 5-10 years. The DreamWorks, Pixar, Sony Pictures, Amblin Entertainment, all these films you guys watch, right? I hope you have a good dictionary and a library in your head. So here is a character I want you to visualize. Okay, imagine that it is I'm the director and I'm just sharing this with you. You are artists, you will come up with a new original idea. Guys, I'm thinking of a lead character of my film who is, some kind of a rodent, okay? I don't know, maybe, some kind of a rodent, maybe a rodent-like character. And this character has a passion, okay? He's got only one mad passion in his mind. You know what? He wants to become a cook, the best cook in the world, okay? That's the character I have in mind. So a rodent, something like a rat, maybe something like a rat or a mouse who wants to become.
Yes.
I don't know. You can just put your hands up on the thing and okay. I'll give you another one. This time, please think of an original character. Okay, don't get influenced by any other thoughts. Original character. Okay, I'm thinking about some kind of a heavy, bulky kind of creature. Maybe maybe heavy. Usko hilne mein mushkil hota hai. Lazy hai thoda. And something like, I don't know, maybe something like a bear or some fluffy bear kind of a character. लेकिन उसका dream क्या है पता है? उसको martial artist बनना है. He wants to become the best kung fu guy on the planet. Anybody making any? I'm sure you're thinking of an only original character right now, no? Which has never been seen on screen anywhere. Any of you who immediately get a connect with any other character, please put your hands up.
Kung Fu Panda.
There we go. Everybody is thinking of Po and Remy from Ratatouille. Remy from Ratatouille and
Yes,
Po from
yes.
Kung Fu Panda, right?
Yes, sir.
Has to happen. Why does it happen? Why does it happen?
They
does
have
it
that
mean-
originality.
Okay.
Maybe. Sorry for
It
interrupting.
happens because they are beautifully designed characters. They've served their purpose so well. They've left an impression on your mind. So whenever these two words come together, rat and cook, आपका दिमाग पहले वहीं पे जाएगा. Does that mean that I can never make a film which has a rat who can cook? No, of course not. So how do I go back from scratch to think original? You know what mistake we made here? Why we got immediately to Remy? It's no harm getting to Remy. It's great. It just does this serve the purpose very, very well for that particular film. And that's the important part for that particular story. You have not asked me any other question after that. Okay, before getting on to designing this character, we have to ask questions. Where is the story set? What is the character of this rat like? What is the background of this rat? Where does he live? What is his social upbringing? What is his social networking? What is he by character? Is he like a cool guy, straight guy, or is he a crooked guy? What kind of cooking does he want to do? Where is he growing up to make that kind of a cooking? When I start answering this question, suddenly it comes up that, arey yaar, ye to koi aur hi hai. He is one skinny fellow who lives in a village near Kottayam in Kerala, and he wants to open a tattakada. All of you know what a tattakada is. It's a roadside vada idli shop. Idli vada shop.
Tea shop, sir.
Tea shop. There we go. I'm sure it's coming from Rinsi Mohan. I'm sure she's from Kerala or Tamil Nadu.
Yes,
is
sir.
that right, Rinsi? There we go.
Yeah, from Kerala.
Yeah, Kerala. There we see. Rinsi Mohan from Kerala has told us what's a tattakada. Now, Rinsi Mohan, you also visualize this rat who is growing up near Kottayam next to the railway station, and he lives there in a shelter, and he wants to open his own tattakada for the rats. Does he look anywhere like Remy? And he's also a little bit of a crooked guy, you know. He's also got his own color store. Color is a liquor, desi liquor store. Uska hai, wo uska side business hai. वो चलता रहता है. उसका problem क्या है? See, now we are asking questions. Now we are getting deeper into story. After a while, we'll realize Remy has been forgotten. But the rat remains. The India remains. The Kerala remains. My design approach will now take a completely different turn. Okay? So what do I focus on when I'm thinking about, or when I'm getting this kind of an assignment? I don't think of a character that exists. I think of the creature that has been referred to. If I'm designing a bear, a Himalayan sloth bear, who wants to become a Kalaripat master. See, the concept is changing now. Okay? Or he wants to become a wrestler. He wants to become a proper wrestler. Okay, he wants to compete in.
Might be disconnected.
Guys, I think I'm getting disconnected because I have not logged in through the details you have given. I've just joined in as using that meeting ID, right? I think that is the reason why I'm getting disconnected again and again. So sorry for that. Okay, am I back? Can you guys all hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so sorry once again. So I hope you get the idea, right? So when you change the context of your thinking, yeah, your research, your information collection that you're doing should not be on something that has already been designed. If I'm designing that rat from Kerala, I will study rats, anatomy of rats, behavior of rats. I will study videos of rats. I will look for rats in my locality. I will study the behavior of people of Kerala. I will study the details of a tattakada, of a tea shop. I will try to watch footage of people who are drunk after having toddy. Okay. And then I will start questioning what is going to bring out the strongest appeal from this rat character of mine, so that in future, when I ask a crowd in India that I am looking for a rat who can cook, they are not going to think of Remy, but they are going to think of Ramasankar. Okay, so you get the connection here. I hope all of you get this. Yeah, this is very important. Please leave it in your comments if you get this point or not, because this is very important in terms of you coming up with an original idea. Of course, you might say that, oh, come on, this is not an original idea. So what? Yeah, rats can cook. Nothing that way is an original idea, because in that case, every film where you have a hero and a heroine is a copy of Romeo and Juliet, because it's a love story. Therefore, if you put it in a bracket, the first stories ever told were stories of war, of battle, of knights and warriors. Beowulf, the story of Beowulf, one of the first written pieces of literature. It was a story of a heroic warrior. Okay, a sea warrior, a sea creature who comes out, and there are so many such stories like that. If you go to the early Anglo-Saxon periods, you will get those kind of stories. If you look at the epics that we have in our country, the Ramayana or the Mahabharata, what is Ramayana? At the end of the day, what is that story all about? It's about a prince having to traverse a completely different route of his or her life, of his life, and keeping the whole concept of dharma intact. He has to win a war. He has to rescue his wife. He has to do good over evil and come back. अभी आप सोचो कितने सारे फिल्म में हीरो हीरोइन वही करते हैं, है ना, हमारे बॉलीवुड के जो बनते हैं या तमिल फिल्म देखते हो तो. But I think the part where we are missing out, I think a lot of our present day filmmakers, film students, they do not watch regional cinema. Okay, if you watch regional cinema today, which now these OTT platforms, all of you will be having Netflix and all of you will be getting a free subscription of Prime Video with your mobile connections. But I do not know how many of you are actually watching a fantastic Malayalam film like, let's say, Kumbalangi Nights, instead of watching another series of Sacred Games. I do not know how many of you how many of you will be watching a beautiful Marathi film called Cycle instead of watching Family Man seasons once all over again, or Game of Thrones. Our Indian regional cinema, guys, is so beautiful. I would very, very strongly recommend, sorry, all of you to invest a little bit of your lifetime into watching regional cinema. Okay, especially Malayalam cinema, Marathi cinema, Assamese cinema. I think there are some fantastic pieces of work being done in that zone. And I think we really need to pay attention to that. So if you look at those films, you will find that, what should I call it? Is it original or is it taken from somewhere? You'll find it has been taken from life. Okay, the filmmakers will be influenced by different directors, by different art styles, by different painters. But yeah, that's what new painting is made up of. It's made up of a new generation of thinking. Okay, but new, it's fresh. If I tell you guys today itself, I'm giving you the story. Okay, I want you to tell me a 20-minute story about the Ramayana, but in the context of the IPL. See, suddenly your thought process is changing, no? You're looking for the Ram in this IPL. Kaun banega? I don't know. But it is going to trigger a thought in your head to see things differently. Okay? Now people are thinking, I can see those faces and I can see, yes, there is a lot of thought processes going on, whichever. Oh, then I realize I'm just looking at stills. So it's okay. Everybody looks pretty thoughtful in all the stills, no? Sare stills mein sab achhe dikhte hain. Okay, guys, remember, do we have more time? Are we too late or are we going okay with time?
We are going fine.
We have time, sir.
Okay, so do let me know if we are done with time, huh? There is Chandan. Okay, so guys, remind me before we are done, all of you must switch on your videos for a brief moment of time and we have to take a group photo. Okay, my whole idea of doing these online things is to be as close as possible to being in the physical space. So wo hum pakka karenge, okay? So remember that we have to do that. Okay, guys, let's go back to the questions. Anybody? Please raise your hands if you have any. I will take them directly.
Okay, so there's one more question. When it comes to a creative thinking, have you ever experienced creative exhaustion? Like you're not there's no idea coming to your mind, and if you have faced one, how do you come up? How do you go through that?
अभी तक मुझे सुन के लगा क्या कि मेरा कभी ऐसे हो सकता है. That way I'll get cured of my malfunction. No, my manufacturing defect will get repaired. No, that should not happen. Yeah, sometimes what happens is if you're working right now, I'm working on a story development for a feature film. Okay. Now I've reached a certain part where I think it's making sense. There is a certain part in that story which is not making any sense to me right now. I'm nowhere near being able to say that even I'm happy with what has happened. So what is happening? I can say that, okay, I'm stuck at that point in time. True, I'm stuck at that point in time. But does it mean that ideas have got stuck over there? No, it's not so. In fact, it's the other way around. There are so many ideas that are coming in. It's like a jam. It's like a clutter. So what I need to do there is to just look at all of it. So guys, I think a big hurdle to this whole thing of getting a fertile imagination and being able to connect the dots easily is that we sometimes think like this and we call it thinking. Doesn't happen, and in the meanwhile you'll get a WhatsApp message, it will come on your phone and you'll check it. Then you'll feel like responding to it with a slight small emoticon, and you're looking for the emoticon, you're not getting it. 15 minutes have gone, guys. 15 minutes of detachment has gone. Okay, you have completely lost connection with where you were. The trouble now, guys, is a lot of us I see around take this work with such a lack of sincerity towards it. In my animation studios, when we work, mobile phones are deposited in the corner, and you go to work. You have breaks whenever you want to. You go out, attend a call, and come back. As many times as you want to do it, you can do that. No devices when you're working. And this is I do for myself. I practice only the most efficient ways of delivery. Okay. You remember, guys, what I told you right in the beginning, that don't look for jobs, look for work. If that is your approach, you will not want to bring a device that will distract you at work, because you love your work. Because that's my most important thing I'm doing that time. Think of a favorite food that you have and you're eating that food. If somebody tells you, okay, eat with one and type with the other, you are relishing that biryani, or you're relishing that masala dosa, or you're relishing that, cupcake, or whatever is your favorite thing, you are relishing it. और बाकी टाइम में मैं कुछ कर रहा हूं, तो दोनों नहीं जम रहा है ना. I need to do one thing, do it well, finish it, go to the next. Okay, so वो आप खुद करके देखो for a short while and see. I think your whole work will become better. So I don't think I get stuck about वो कहते लोग कि creative block, writer's block, ये सारे बहुत सारी चीजें आते रहते हैं. I do not think they happen to me in that context. Of course, yeah, I feel extremely dissatisfied with the work that I've done. It often happens that I've written a part of a script for a very long time, overnight, sometimes till late in the night. This used to happen. This overnight thing I've gotten rid of right now, because I'm a very old person here right now. I'll be 50 in another 2 more years. And right now, if I cycle for 40 kilometers, I feel so exhausted. I feel like, chal thoda 10-15 minute wait karte hain. This never used to happen. But now I'm getting old. So if I run for 10 kilometers, I'll get exhausted. Ye sab hota rehta hai. So now I have learned to give my body a little bit of peace. So I get my sleep at night. 5-6 hours, wo zaruri hai sona. But I don't keep up nights. But sometimes what happens is you've worked for 12-13 hours on a writing. Then you sleep and you wake up and you read it again. And you see, yaar, itna ganda maine kaise likha hai? It's so bad. It is so pathetic. You hate it. While you were writing, you didn't realize it. It was good. It was making sense. It was making sense. It was falling in place. Next time you read it, because you've had that cut off from it and you've come back to it fresh, it's pathetic. So you don't feel distressed or disgusted about it, because you know it doesn't work. And that's a big victory. It's like having diagnosed yourself for a disease. You know what the disease is. So you know how to get over it. You get the right treatment, you get over it. So that's how you approach this work. So no. You never, if that ever happens to any of you that you've got stuck and no new ideas are coming, go out, take a walk, live that idea while you're taking the walk. Look around at people, look at the street dog, the way he or she is sleeping, look at a little quarrel that is happening between the vendor and the seller. Look at how, one plane has flown through the sky and left a trail over it. Look at how birds are feeling lazy after the rain. There are so many things to look at that will suddenly make you connect the dots and something brand new will come. Okay, so that's what really helps me. And I think if you're physically fit, if you're healthy, your mind collaborates. Because the mind is an unbelievable machine here. It's an unbelievable thing. This brain that you have, it's unbelievable of what it does. So it just needs to be taken care of and nurtured. Okay, many people complain, "Arey, mere ko raat ko na theek se neend nahi aata hai." And you realize they've been lying down in a posture which is pathetic and still trying to watch some episode of some violent series just before they are going to relax their minds and bodies. So don't expect good sleep also. Okay, and when you wake up, worse than the good sleep is you may not realize you had bad sleep. When you wake up, you will be the grumpiest person on the planet. और तब आप सोचोगे conceptualization के बारे में, ideation के बारे में, nah, it's not going to happen. Okay, so guys, I have always maintained this, and I do it again. Before you decide to become a professional in any way, please take care of your own selves. Number one, learn to take care of your own selves. Okay, that is something which no school can teach you, and our education system is in such a bad shape that it does not have any means to recover from the British colonial hangover, so it will not teach you. Okay, so do reflect inwards about how you can make yourself better physically, healthier physically. Is there some habit which you can get rid of? You can get rid of, but you're not doing it. So just get rid of that, because you have made a commitment to, you know, to become a very beautiful profession, to create very beautiful things. Why can't we get back into that, right? So please take care of that, and you will see all things. All writers, creative block. Creative ही नहीं बने हैं तो creative block कहाँ से आए? You know, पहले तो creative बनना है ना. So creation के बारे में थोड़ा ध्यान देना है ना. Creation के बारे में कि हम बनाएंगे. You are a creation, so spend a little time with yourself, and that itself would be to, you know, a big victory to go ahead with. All right. I don't know if that makes sense, right?
That does make sense. Thank you very much. It was really like we got to learn a lot from you just by talking, and if I may say, it was really fun as well. So thank you so much for that.
Great. Someday we'll do something together, and be prepared. तब अपना oxygen supplies खुद लेके आना, because you will definitely need that. Okay, we'll need to have a lot of action going, guys. That's something we need to do.
Yes, I pass it on to Arindam sir.
Sure.
Yeah, thank you, Ganesh. On behalf of CMEDU and the students, I would like to thank Mr. Prasanjit sir for speaking to the students about getting ready for the professional career in creative media. So the students, I hope, have really enjoyed the interactive sessions. We appreciate your taking your time out from your busy schedule, actually. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Arindam. Thank you very much.
And I would like to call up Chandan sir, if or any team members too, if you want to say anything. Yeah.
I think it was a pleasure having you here, and you know, it's really a knowledge booster for our students for sure. Thank you so much again.
Great. Thank you very much, Chandan. So yeah, I'm just leaving you here. Those of you who are interested, I am not a very active social media person, but I do share my processes and my daily activities on Instagram. So if any of you would want to take a peep inside about what I do and whatever I do as my daily activities in my photography or my thinking, and if I'm doing any sessions on public platforms, which I'm doing almost every other week, I would be very happy to hear from you. So do let me know, and do let me know if you've enjoyed this time. I wish I could speak to all of you in person, but I hope you do very well in whatever you do, and mast karke karo, ekdam khushi se karo, celebrate karo. Teachers, I hope today onwards you will turn back to becoming younger students and join the rank and participate in the same way. So thank you very much, all of you. Thank you very, very much. I hope the best happens to you and you do very well in your respective fields. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Yes, sir.
See you all. Bye.
Bye, sir.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Sir?
So yeah, so thank you everyone for participating, and we got a golden opportunity for this to have our speaker on this. So I hope everybody has enjoyed, and just to update you, this whole week we are having sessions, so you must have got the EduCloud Zoom meetings, and you can log on. Yeah, thank you for sharing the screen. So tomorrow we have Mr. Kapil B. Chakre, who is into TV commercial, for a quite long. He will be guiding us on how the commercials will be, and it will be on motion graphics. The Zoom meeting ID will be same. So the timing is 4:30 to 6:30. And day after tomorrow will be a workshop on social media promotional design. Like how to promote your design, how the things works on social media, how to gain your fame on the social media, what are the guidelines. So Ms. Vandana Lal will be sharing all this information with us. On 27th and 28th, the timing is a bit changed, that is 5:30 to 7. Mr. Sai Krishan Ganeshan will be who works for, I guess he's on MPC, right? So
Double negative.
Double negative.
Double negative. Yeah, Chandan sir, sorry for that. He's on double negative. He works for VFX film case study. He will be showing us some of how the things goes on in the VFX industry for movies and CGI compositing. So 27th and 28th, that will be 2 days, and the timing will be 5:30 to 7. And on 29th May, same 4:30 to 6:30, we have Mr. Amlan Mahapatra, workshop on how to create HDRI. He is from MPC, right? So the Zoom ID is same. I hope you guys all be connected with us for a whole week. Anything from you, Chandan sir?
No, thank you so much, everyone, for joining in. And special thanks to Ganesh and Krishna for hosting the event. Good job, guys. Thank you so much. See you all tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome.
Thank you, sir.